Hi, my name is David, and I'm going to walk you through how I solved the CSWA practice problem 6.8. Alright, so for this problem, first I'm going to create this circular part, and actually the way I'm going to do it is by creating a profile in the top plane that looks like this, revolve it about this axis to create half of this circular part, and then mirror it about the front plane to create the other half. After that, we'll work on this U-shaped part here, and then the whole. Let's get started. Alright, so mentioned we're going to go in the top plane, enter line mode, and we'll put the dimensions in later. Just kind of roughly get the shape that we want. And it looks like the dimension for this little guy is 2 from that top view. And for this part, it's going to be half of 40, because the diameter when this thing gets revolved around will be 40, and so this is going to be half of that. And the inner one is going to be half of 35. And then there's one more part, which is this little part right here, which will be half of 3. And then we're fully defined. And let me just jump back over here to mention that. So 3 is from here to here all the way across, but we're only doing half of that. So this is 1.5 right here, 2 right here, half of 35 for this inner one, and then half of 40 for this outer one. Okay, so now we can take this and do a revolve. Hit S, revolve about this line, hit enter, and Control S to go into isometric view, and there we've got half of that circular part. So now with this revolve feature, this solid here selected, we'll go ahead and mirror about the front plane, hit enter, and now we've got the whole thing. So now let's start a sketch on this side of that circular thing. So first off, we're going to create that little circle. Let me jump over here. So we're going to create this little circle. What I'll do is I'll draw a center line out to the center of that circle and then draw the circle. So I have center line as a mouse gesture. Move over, make sure that the horizontal relation is highlighted in yellow there. And then it looks like it's a distance of 10 to the center, so 10 and then enter. Hit escape, and then enter circle mode. I love these mouse gestures here. So enter circle mode, and that one has a diameter of 5. Okay, we need that for reference when drawing that U-shaped thing. So for the U-shaped thing, let's go ahead and just enter line mode and start roughly sketching it. So I'm going to draw this part first. I'm not going to assign dimensions until later. So I'll click to end this line, go out and back in again to start creating an arc. And it looks like the arc goes about a 90-degree angle. We'll talk about these assumptions in a second. So I'm going to click here and then go out tangent till about here, and then go back out and in to create another arc. We'll go here, and then down, tangent to that, and then at right angles for these parts. It's trying to lock onto all kinds of things. Okay, there we go. So that's a rough shape. I noticed that this one is not perpendicular, so I'm going to select this point, make it perpendicular, just do a quick run through of all these. So perpendicular, tangent, 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 perpendicular, 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 perpendicular. All right, so this is looking pretty good as an overall shape. Now let's start attaching to the parts that we need to attach to. So this circle and this line should be tangent. So I'm going to use Alt-A for tangent. And then the origin and this line here are also, well, these are coincident, so select them both using Shift, and Alt D will get us coincident. Okay, I made this one really fat here, but that's okay. Now, one thing is, when I look at this part, I'm seeing a symmetry about this axis here. So it looks like this half of it looks exactly the same as this half. So I'm going to enter in all these dimensions, but I'm going to note that the two halves look like they're symmetric to each other. So let's go ahead and enter in all those other dimensions. Looks like the arc here is 6. Same with this arc, radius of 6. One thing is that this line and this line, because of that symmetry, look like they are collinear. So check out these two, they look like they're collinear here. Okay, that was my attempt at a collinear a line to show that they're collinear. And so then the other smart dimensions, we've got 30 on the outside. Oops. 18 on the inside. And then from this line to the center, looks like it's 9. All right. Okay, so far so good. Let's see what else we have going on here. Okay, it appears that this line is not being parallel to this other line. Let's go ahead and smart dimension that last one there from here to here. Oh, it's giving an angle here. Okay, we need this to be parallel to this line here. So let's make them parallel. All right, there we go. So now when we make the dimension from the top to the bottom of the U, which is 25, then we're good to go. Okay, now at this point there's still a little bit that we can do. We can move it left and right, which makes it look not symmetric based on the widths of these two sides of the U. And we can also make the bottom of the U really big or really small. And one of the things I noticed when looking at this is, number one, these are, so let me switch over to here. So these are 6, it looks like. If these are going to be symmetric, these are 6, a width of 6 each. Because if you do 30 minus 18 and then divide by 2, you get 6 for each of these, assuming it's symmetric. And then just by the look of it, it looks like if this is 6 and the radius of this arc is 6, so if the radius of this arc is 6 and it follows, the arc follows all the way down to here, then this will also have a width of 6. So the way to handle all of it in one would be to just put the center of the arc at this corner here, and then everything's locked in to have a width of 6. So that's what I'm going to do here. And the way I'm going to do it is by clicking on the center of the arc and dragging it over to this point here and releasing. And that locks the arc center to this corner here. And now everything's fully defined. So that's very good. All right, so at this point we want to extrude the U-shaped thing. We'll go ahead and click on these parts here. And we want to do a blind extrusion of 5. And then we want to do a cut extrude of the circle. And we can do a through all. It's already selected through all. So we'll hit enter. And there we have it. Let's check our volume. We've got 9738. And it looks like 9738 cubic millimeters. Well, I hope this video was helpful. If you're looking for something more professional, then look for a YouTube channel called Design With Roozbe. He does an awesome job at breaking down each practice problem. Take care, everyone, and keep studying.